Hola amigos, aquí en un nuevo episodio de Vampyr con Natch Space, y donde lo dejamos en el capítulo anterior, en el cual indagamos más sobre los ciudadanos de Whitechapel. Bien quedaron algunas pistas, ya son las del cura, pero antes vamos a volver al hospital para hablar con nuestra, yo creo que amada, Lady Ashby. El hospital entonces. Bajamos y tenemos que llegar hasta el hospital y que nos muestra acá en el mapa. Bueno, la parte de acá arriba donde está la I. Es ahí como de sangre.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me
Debería de ser por acá. Creo que el camino es bastante lineal. Hay que ser solo por acá.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
I'll kill you!
Ah,
Hey, boys!
vamos a ir por este primero.
Stay alive! Die, baby!
Vamos con estos primeros porque siento que son los jefes. Que van a ser como los más importantes de matar.
As we do leeches. Die, baby!
Ahora sí hemos quedado libres de estos matones. Ah, quien habla la que los mató a todos, pero no importa. Fue en defensa propia. Y veo que no hay nada, no nos dejaron nada. No tienen brillo. No es mal que nos deshicimos de ellos. Nos vamos al hospital entonces. Acá. Y ahí está el puente. Y que hemos llegado. Una de las primeras cosas que vamos a hacer, vamos a sanar a los ciudadanos de acá. Vamos Vamos a... Ah, mira, ¿qué es eso? Una carta. Una carta de Clay. Y... no debería estar acá. Ya se ha marchado. Vamos a hablar con él.
Good evening.
Pero vamos a saltar las
Do you need any...
conversaciones
I'm afraid
para darle el
our job
medicamento.
brings us... Goodbye, Milton.
Ya.
Good evening.
Estamos con... No.
Do you require...
I will be.
No.
Ouch.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ah, no nos podemos llevar nada. Bueno. Creo que Lady Ashby estaba aquí. Tanta cinemática. Hey.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You
Confiable.
killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Ya la analicé.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
¿No? Ya la analicé, po. ¿Qué onda? Vamos a curar a esta de acá por mientras. Saltamos con
So,
la
not
sesión.
really.
A mí
Don't
también.
think. Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
The pain.
No, ya no, ya no.
May lack the resources.
Ay, no.
Brilliant minds in London
Ay.
and Pembroke.
I'm quite...
Do you need...
Don't be...
Then
I will...
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Good evening, sir. As for me, idiot.
Good
Do you recall...
Do you... Well, at least...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Ahí está, mira.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Is there anything...
Really?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Creo que el doctor que trabajaba en la morgue estaba aquí, ¿o no? Era por acá. Entonces venimos por aquí. Y acá está la otra entrada. Sí.
Goody. Do you need... Hold up. Don't end that. Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
No sé qué más me quedaba. Y ya está, ya está. Ah, me quedan estos amigos de acá. Y ¿dónde está ella? Ahí está, acá.
It's here again.
¿Dónde fue? A ver esto. A ver si encontramos a Pipa y a los amigos aquí o abajo. Claro. También necesitamos, ¿no?
You're lucky to be... Of course! I'll leave you for now, Mr.
Ah, no está bien. Los amigos deben estar acá abajo, yo creo.
Good evening.
Evening.
Do you need...
Don't get me...
I'm so... Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Los amigos, los amantes.
So many rats in the streets.
Hello again, Mr.
Good evening.
Do you need...
Afraid
Go out.
your work.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Aquí que volvemos al que es nuestro refugio. Y luego vamos a ir a hablar con el doctor. Edward. Ahí está.
Good.
Good evening.
Do you...
Ah, no te...
I will see you later. Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
La muestra. Sí que yo la vi. Para el refugio.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scows. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get...
Please speak.
But this strain...
Really?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you,
Yes?
I'm afraid it's
My sister.
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Ya. Entonces, ahora debemos ir al funeral. Ya no podemos andar más con él, ¿cierto?
I need...
Please.
Ah, sí podíamos.
So,
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
If I...
well. Oh, really?
Perhaps...
I see.
Do you... Well,
Oh, there.
we'll talk later.
Antes de ir al cementerio, vamos a evolucionar. Ya había sanado todo, ¿cierto? Bueno, me faltaba pipa, pero la sanó después. Podemos tener una de estas. Quedan 1000. Esta no la podemos subir porque necesitamos 2000. Pero vamos a tener una mordida más fuerte. Y un poco más de resistencia. Ah, no, no alcanza. Faltan 50. Ah, no. Faltaba muy poquito. Ya. Ya somos vampiros de nivel 12. Salimos por acá entonces. Ya, entonces vamos a ver si nos encontramos con Pipa, la enfermera, para poder administrar el medicamento. Si no está aquí, bueno, será después. Creo que no está. Acá. Será entonces cuando la topemos después. Ah, no está. Vamos por acá. Debemos llegar al cementerio ahora. Creo que podemos rodearlo por aquí para llegar allá, porque ahí está el canal o el río, entonces no se puede pasar por ahí. Vamos por acá. Nos toca pelear aquí. Vamos.
It's a leech! Kill it!
Ah.
Bloody leech! We can deal with this. Murdering bastard! Let's see how it likes a bit of fire.
Veamos si nos dejaron alguna otra cosa. Y no, nada, no nos dejaron. Ah, pero me da la opción de subir acá. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Como otra guarida? No, no podemos dormir aquí. Vamos acá. Mira que llegamos aquí y no sé qué hay aquí. Se puede subir por aquí. No hay nada. Vamos a ir lento para atacarlo por atrás sin que él se dé cuenta.
I'll kill you!
Ya no. Pues,
Best be moving on. Crush the leaves, boys! On his teeth! Filthy piece of shit!
ahora sí, por aquí en la entrada. Antes voy a mirar un poquito. Aquí. Y creo que no hay nada más. Ahora sí vamos a nuestra misión principal, que es llegar a abrir las puertas para llegar al cementerio. Subimos por aquí.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Aquí deben de haber muchos sicarios alimentándose de los cuerpos que ya están moribundos.
Somebody help!
Somebody help!
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Quiero médico. Ah, pero está bien.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker.
Creo que era por aquí arriba. Ah, que hay más. Creo que cada vez los Stal son más agresivos. ¿Qué pasa contigo? Vamos a subir ahí. ¿Qué es ese otro espacio? ¿Qué? Vamos a recoger un momento algo. Que ahí hay más, parece. No, ahí mira, son más. Ah, no, pues aquí estaba yo. No sé por dónde es. Bueno, creo que es por aquí. Sí, no estaban las monedas. Solo espero que acá no hayan de esos monstruos. Vamos. ¿Algo mirar qué? Muy laberíntico.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
It's locked.
Por el mismo acá.
It's locked, all right.
¿No puedo pasar por otro lugar?
I cannot enter.
Parece, como que no. Quería realizar la misión del cura, pero no sabía que se iban a cerrar las puertas. Bueno, después cuando estemos por allá podríamos volver. Eso espero yo.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Mine! I'll take it.
Bueno, aprovechar que se está peleando por mí. Vamos por aquí.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
It's one of them! Leech spine! Watch out! The beast must die! Die, vermin! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Have no fear, brothers!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
¿Se fue?
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Jonathan,
Your kindness.
is there anything you require? No, Jonathan.
Are we then...
We are creatures of...
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
fear.
Are we...
Dying is the...
I don't...
With time,
As a...
we are no...
Goodbye, my lady.
¿Qué pasa acá?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
What can you tell me?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No, I was working, but
Where is Mr...
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you...
I think I saw a silhouette.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Now we can handle this. It's here again.
Good
evening.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
¿Pasó acá?
Good
I
evening.
need blood.
I did not expect...
It was...
I knew it.
If you'll
You are right.
Thank you.
I saw...
You mean...
Yes.
You have no...
Why fear the truth?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
The daily routine.
Freeman shall prevail. Violence breeds more violence.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this. Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Bueno amigos, hasta aquí el capítulo de Vampyr en el cual pudimos llegar al cementerio. Vimos el entierro de nuestra querida hermana y además rescatamos a una viuda de ser devorada por unos skulls. Conocimos al que supuestamente es nuestro creador, que es un ser muy raro, pero espero que después podamos tener más información sobre él. Y bueno, pendientes al próximo lunes, en el cual realizaremos la misión del cura, que es encontrar a su discípulo que está perdido en el cementerio, en el cual no pudimos hacerlo esta vez. Así que en el próximo iremos hacia ello y luego haremos las misiones principales. Así que pendientes al próximo lunes, cuídense mucho, un besito, chao.